Well, I was born in 1926, so when Hitler came to power, I was 6 years old. I didn't know anything else except Hitler times.
Well, I wouldn't be alive if I wouldn't have got the chance to come to England. I wouldn't be alive. None of my sisters would be all would be dead. They wouldn't let us live then. That was our rescue. You see, we were rescued.
This lady from the archives found a letter that my mother wrote to a gentleman that was actually bringing children over. I put myself in her place. I couldn't take my children. It's hard. She cried bitterly. Nobody should have to do it. But she knew if the Germans come, that's it. Because she and my brothers and sisters, all gone. In my saner moments I say, what have I done that I'm here? I'm 87 years old. There's something special in life that I should live so long. Someone does.
I arrived in England in 1947, in winter, in February. I remember it rained a whole year. A whole year, I tell you, it never stopped raining.
In Salford, we were accepted and felt very happy because we wanted to keep our Jewish faith to the nth, and they were happy to help us all the way.
I must tell you, I had the period where I was with non-Jewish people because nobody took me in. I had nobody to look after me, and they were very kind to me.
Very, very friendly. I felt immediately at home. Very, 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 very friendly. I remember going up the road to the butcher shop. People whom I never even knew came up to me and welcome, and it was happy here. Yeah.
Salford was so welcoming, and we felt that this represented England, and we were happy to be in England. I told Prince Charles I was happy to be English. Told him I saw the bridge opening and I thought, wonderful England, and now I'm English. Good. I said, I've got children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. One great-great. Do you know their birthdays? I said, have a heart. It's enough I know the names.
So now we've got our grandchildren. We just had twins last week, a boy and a girl. And I've got quite a lot of grandchildren and great-grandchildren, but I can't tell you how many because in our religion we don't count. We don't count children. It's not, you know what a bracha is? A blessing. It's not a bracha or a blessing to count your children.
I never had big expectations. I learned that this is not a good thing, you know. I just accepted life as it was. And it was good. It was good. Don't forget, having lost my family and my home and everything, I moved into a house. It was a very modest little house, very, very, very modest. And I was so happy to have my own home, to have my own four walls, you know.
Our first house was in Gainsborough Street, which we found through a friend. And it was a small house. And we had no furniture. We were lucky. We put away money to buy beds and mattresses, and gradually we built it up.
And after a short time, we bought a house for £100. But I did a lot of sewing, and I took sewing in.
My husband had a partner when we got married, and they were doing tea cozies. But I didn't think there was much money in it, or it wasn't very glamorous tea cozies. So this little shopkeeper suggested we do underwear. So I bought some very good underwear and I unpicked it and I made a pattern of it. I sort of pinched somebody else's skill, but that is the way to learn. Somebody assured me everybody is doing it.
You know, in my day, for women to go out to work, it wasn't looked upon like it is today. Today, it's a prestige for women to do something outside the home. During the war, when, frankly, I had to do some national service. So I chose nursing. I enjoyed it very much. I worked at first in the Jewish hospital in Manchester, which was bombed eventually. Working on Saturday was rather a problem for me.
During the war, actually, we registered vegetarian because there was no kosher food there, and we had it sent from London. It arrived moldy. So we decided we'll become vegetarians, which entitled us to another egg and more butter. Not much else. The egg and the butter.
I mean, non-Jewish people, they have their own way of life. They have their own holidays, their own... Their food even is not the same. You know, we're not supposed to eat it, but I did eat it because I had no choice. I had no home, I had no choice, I had nobody who cared tuppence about me. That's a difficult thing. But I got through it. And I met my husband, I had my own family, and there you are.
Because we've been so short of everything that whatever we had was precious, and we looked after it. And we didn't look for the neighbor as the neighbor got more. More is the neighbor coping. It was a different time in those days.
I used to look in the shop window and saw a bar of chocolate. The little bar of chocolate. Oh, a nice orange. I looked at that, took my purse out, had a look what I'd got, closed my purse and put it back again, couldn't afford it.
When somebody is in need of taken care of, for instance, they collect money in the synagogue every week to distribute for people on a weekly basis. They should be able to, those who haven't got enough money, yeah. So it's a very, very caring community.
Strangers have been kind to me. I remember once I was in a shoe shop. I needed some shoes. Found a pair of shoes that I liked, but I didn't have enough money. I had household money and shoe money. But so I looked at the shoes. I spent about 2 hours looking at the shoes. A lady whom I knew slightly came up to me and gave me a couple of pounds so I could buy the shoes. She saw me struggling how to pay for the shoes.
Where was that?
Here in Manchester. So here in town. You see, people are kind, you know. Of course I thanked her, you know.
No matter how modestly we lived, and no matter how hard it was financially, I was happy and was satisfied with what I have. You know, nowadays it's not like that anymore. I tell you, they want this and they want this and they want that. I don't understand that.
The community in Salford has become very, very much bigger, because in those days was just the two synagogues, the Maxi Kadas and the Adas.
In my street, when I moved in, there was only one Jewish family, right?
And now, I don't know, there's one on every street and corner. There is another synagogue.
By the time I moved out, it was all Jewish families were there.
We said we're going to start a Jewish high school, and everybody laughed. Ha, you're not going to succeed. I said, well, let's give it a chance, we'll see. So we went out and we made functions, coffee mornings and coffee evenings, and we made money and we bought a building, no?
I think an interesting point is as far as religious conviction is concerned. We would ask our parents, why do we do certain things? And we were told, well, bless, you have to, that's how it is written. But then my children learnt more about it, and they had the answers. But not perhaps to everything. The rest was done out of conviction.
The children brought home Yiddishkeit to the parents, and I think the children told their parents about it. You must put something into your life. You can't just live from Sunday to Sunday. But if you get up and you say your prayer, you ask the Lord above to give you the strength to thank Him for giving you life and to give you the strength to carry on. And you ask Him to help you during the day to bring a living and that your children should be well. It gives you some satisfaction, and then you feel that your day is starting now.
Now these days I feel like just sitting back and relaxing and let the world round me go round and round.